Welcome back everyone, this is MandoAllDay, back with another video, and in this video I'll be doing a review for Batman Zero Point. I'll be going over a little bit of the story, the art, and giving you my thoughts and honest opinion. So, let's get right into it. This is how front of the dust jacket looks. This is the back. It's a cool image of Batman. Now let's see what the book looks like underneath. This is the front of the book. I'll put this to the side. Front of the book. The back. And we'll do a full spread of the book. Alright, on to the review itself. So the story is mainly about, well, it starts off right away where Batman and James Gordon, they're in Gotham, and right away they notice there's a crack in the sky in Gotham. So they're trying to figure out what's going on and where this crack came from. And so while Gordon and Batman are discussing, Harley Quinn gets essentially wants to just go into this crack and kind of see what it is. And obviously Batman tries to stop her, but then of course Harley Quinn is Harley Quinn, so she jumps right into this crack that occurred in the sky. And while kind of Batman was trying to figure out where did Harley Quinn go, where does this whole thing take you, Batman gets shoved in, and he gets shoved into the Fortnite universe. So this book is the crossover for Batman and Fortnite. And so Batman arrives in the Fortnite universe, or world, wherever you want to put it. So he arrives at this location, and he's trying to figure out where's he at, what's going on, and more importantly, why he's being attacked. But while he's there, he really can't communicate. He can't talk. Because from my understanding, in the game, you can't... Well, there's no speaking. I think the characters don't talk at all. So Batman's trying to figure out what's going on. Why is he here? But more importantly, why is everyone attacking each other? Now, while he's doing all of this, he starts to meet up with other characters, such as Catwoman, Harley Quinn, of course, and Deathstroke, which is he's in the cover, as you can see. So they're all trying to kind of team up together and trying to figure out what's going on, where are they at, and more importantly, why they're everyone's killing each other. And so as the story progresses, you start to see how Batman's kind of calculate where he's at. He tries to do different things, such as go underneath the water, just different things. As Batman is always very resourceful. And as the story progresses, he starts to try to figure out what's going on, why he notices there's a timer within his world where every certain amount of minutes it gets shrinks and eventually it kind of resets itself. Now as the story progresses again, it teams up with the Batman teams up with a couple characters from the Fornite, and they team up and then trying to figure out what's going on, how for DC characters to go back into their universe. And that pretty much sums up the main plot of the story. Obviously, there's more to it, but I don't want to discuss too much about it because it'll give it away and it'll spoil it, and I don't want to do that. And plus, this is a short story, or short book. Because I believe it does have six, I want to say 6 issues. I could be wrong. But, 7, excuse me. But anyways. But for the most part, though, in terms of the story itself, it's a cool story. It's not bad. I know some people are kind of bragging about this book and saying how the story is bad, and honestly, I don't think it's bad. Nor I would say it's good or amazing. I would say it's more of one of those books where if you're just bored and you just want to read an easy to read, light book where you don't want to put some thought into it, you're gonna have a good time with this. Because I had a good time with this book, but again, you gotta have the right mindset. If you go into this book thinking or expecting a really in-depth story, you will be disappointed. But if you go into it, like I said, if you're bored, you want to read a book, and you want to take a break from whatever it is that you're reading, and you want to just pick up a book, this is it. And I think you'll have a good time if you have the right mindset. Do you need to have prior knowledge? Not really. I mean, the only prior knowledge I would say is maybe understand what Fortnite is, or what the game is about. But other than that, not really. Like I said, this is one of those, from the looks of it here, from reading this, it seems like they just wanted to tell a cool Batman story that's simple and straightforward, and for the most part, that's what it is, and I got some enjoyment enjoyment out of it. But again, you gotta have the right expectations. So I enjoyed it for what it is. Now, in terms of the art, actually, before I go into the art, the pacing of the book is fairly quick. Actually, from beginning, middle to end, the pacing, excuse me, the pacing is really good. I read this within maybe an hour and a half or so, maybe less than that actually, and yeah, the pacing did not feel slow at all. Some parts it does slow down a little bit, but again, that's very little. But majority of the time, the pacing is fairly quick. Now, onto the art. The art itself is actually pretty good. I like the art. I really like the art. And I think the cover arts are really good too. Granted, it does include Fortnite characters, so... And I'm not a Fortnite fan. I mean, I don't hate it, but I'm not a fan, so... But it's cool, though. I like the art. The art, from beginning to end, is really good. It's clean. And I like the design. It's a good book, but... Yeah, but the art's really good, and I enjoyed it. And like I said, the art is really good from beginning to end. No issues there. Now, in conclusion, would I recommend this book? Yes and no. Let me explain. I would say yes if you are a Fortnite fan and you play Fortnite and you like Batman as well, then you're going to love this book. You're really going to have a good time with this book. If you are like me, where you don't really care about Fortnite, you know what it is, maybe you've played it, but it's not your cup of tea, then from there, the next question I would ask you is, do you want to read an easy-to-read book? If not, then no. And if you're bored and you just want to take a break from whatever it is you're reading and you want to just pick up a book and just go with it, check this book out. The good thing about this book is it's actually on sale. I believe the retails for, I want to say $24.99, and I've seen it for 50% off. I actually got this book 50% off at my local Barnes & Noble, so it's not that expensive. But, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Again, it's a short book, short story. It's cool. I liked it for what it is. But again, don't have your expectations high. I don't think it's a crappy book. I just think it's an okay book. This is one of those books where it almost reminds me of like Godzilla versus King Kong, where if you put some thought into it or have high expectations, you will get disappointed. But if you go into it knowing, okay, I'm going to turn off my brain, go along with the story, and have fun with it, then you're going to have a good time with this book. Alright, and yeah, that concludes my review for Batman Zero Point, the crossover event for Batman with Fortnite. So let me know what you guys think. Have you read this book? Do you agree with me or not? Let me know. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. And if you want to watch more reviews like this, hit the subscribe button. Alright, that concludes my review for Batman Zero Point, and on to the next one.